Behind the calm, carefully curated image of royal life, a quiet but highly consequential decision is unfolding for the Prince and Princess of Wales, one that could shape the early path of the future king. As this summer approaches, Prince George, now 12, is nearing the end of his time at Lambrook School, where he has studied alongside his younger siblings. With secondary education looming this September, speculation has intensified around where the eldest Wales child will continue his schooling. Yet, despite months of assumption and tradition-driven guesses, no final decision has been announced. And according to insiders, that silence is entirely deliberate. Royal watchers have long pointed to Eton College, the historic institution attended by Prince William himself, as the natural next step. Its proximity to the family's Windsor home and its centuries-old association with British leadership make it the obvious choice on paper. But insiders now suggest that what seems obvious may not be what ultimately feels right for the modern royal family. William and Catherine are determined to build. According to a source speaking to Vanity Fair, the couple are actively considering alternatives, and notably ones that reflect Catherine's own upbringing. Marlborough College, where the Princess of Wales was educated, has reportedly emerged as a serious frontrunner. While Eton would be the obvious choice, they are leaning toward other schools, the insider revealed, adding that Marlborough's co-educational setting carries significant appeal. That detail is key. Unlike Eton, Marlborough would allow Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis to remain within the same school environment, a factor said to weigh heavily in the parents' thinking. For William and Catherine, family cohesion has never been a public talking point, but it has consistently guided their private decisions. Another insider suggested that the discussions have gone beyond theory. There is reportedly talk within Marlborough circles that a boarding house has already been earmarked for George, with security considerations playing a major role in planning. Even so, sources stress that nothing has been signed off. This cautious approach mirrors William's own experience. When he was enrolled at Eton in 1995, confirmation came only weeks before term began. The same timeline may apply here, especially as the Prince and Princess remain acutely aware of public scrutiny and the pressure their son already faces. Adding complexity to the choice is William's evolving view of elite education itself. Royal commentator Ingrid Seward has noted that while William thrived at Eton, he has reportedly expressed reservations about how the school's image might land today. "William loved Eton," she said, "but we shouldn't assume George will automatically follow in his footsteps." She added that concerns have been raised about perceptions of elitism, particularly at a time when the monarchy is working hard to appear accessible, grounded, and in touch with modern Britain. That sensitivity matters more than ever as Prince George gradually steps into public life. Over the past year, royal watchers have noticed a marked increase in his appearances at key events. From standing beside his mother at the Festival of Remembrance to accompanying his father on select engagements, each appearance has felt measured, intentional, and quietly symbolic. According to royal experts, George has been receiving preparation for his future role largely out of the public eye. These lessons, described as private and carefully paced, are designed to introduce responsibility without burden. One expert told Daily Mail that the young prince has shown a new confidence in the spotlight, while still being shielded from overexposure. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams echoed that balance, noting that William and Catherine are deeply committed to protecting their son's childhood, even as they accept that visibility will inevitably increase. From the beginning, privacy has been their priority, Fitzwilliams explained. But as George grows older, his presence at events of national significance, particularly those linked to the armed forces and sport, is becoming more expected. Those appearances are not accidental. As future king, George will one day inherit a role deeply intertwined with military service and national duty. Fitzwilliams pointed out that, privately, William and Catherine have already begun grounding him in that tradition, one that stretches back centuries. Queen Elizabeth II once famously remarked, "I must be seen to be believed." That philosophy still shapes the monarchy today, and insiders suggest that George's gradual emergence reflects the same principle, visibility paired with restraint. Observers at recent engagements have described the prince as composed, attentive, and quietly assured, a far cry from the nervous curiosity often associated with children in the public eye. It is a confidence that appears carefully nurtured, not forced. As 2026 approaches, many expect Prince George to take on a slightly more visible role, aligned with age, maturity, and readiness. Wherever he attends school, one thing is clear: the decision will not be about tradition alone. For William and Catherine, this is not simply about education. It is about shaping a future monarch, with balance, humanity, and intention, long before the crown ever comes into view.